G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, let's talk about Papua New Guinea against Fiji. Wow, what a game. What a game for Fiji that is. Now I criminally underrated Fiji in this one. I did not think that it would be this one-sided to Fiji. I actually thought Papua New Guinea would win this one by about 14 to 16 points. So, yeah, credit to Fiji, man. I honestly think Papua New Guinea underestimated them. So, we'll talk about the tries scored. I'm popping off on Instagram here. We'll talk about the tries scored for each side. Then I'll go over some key stats for the key team stats. We'll talk about some player stats. And then basically just an overview of the game. So each team scored tries. Obviously, 3 tries coming through Papua New Guinea. Alex Johnston scored in the first couple of minutes of the game. Benji Cott and Apel Capinius both scoring there for Papua New Guinea. We had 2 tries for Micah Sivo, 2 tries for Kurt Donahue, who we'll talk about shortly. A try for Tui Kamikamika, Caleb Navale, and Jason Karikari. I'm gonna pronounce that wrong. I know I am, but I do apologise if I did. Then we had 7 goals kicked for Brendan Wakeham and 1 penalty and 1 field goal. So half time it was 4 points to 19 Fiji's way, and they were dominant. They were outstanding. So let's have a look at the team stats. So Fiji dominated possession with 54%. Completion rates were quite similar. Papua New Guinea had 75% completion rate. Fiji had 71%. So both sides not great with their errors. This is where the stats kill Papua New Guinea though. So in attack, Papua New Guinea actually had more runs, but Fiji had just over 200 more meters gained. So that is insane. 1 less run, but 200 more meters gained. Crazy stuff. They had 514 post-contact meters to Papua New Guinea's 456. Tackle breaks, 28 for Fiji, 17 for Papua New Guinea. That's where the game was won, where the tackle breaks. We look at the defense. So 28 missed tackles for Papua New Guinea to 18 to Fiji. 12 errors to Fiji, 10 to Papua New Guinea. The sin bin also did hurt Papua New Guinea a bit too. So Kevin Appo got sent off in the 27th minute, not long after Kurt Donahue scored. So yeah, look, very disappointing game there for Papua New Guinea, but I do think they'll bounce back next week. I don't think it'll be a 13-plus win to either side next week. I think that final will be extremely close. Top performing players for each side. Reece Martin for Papua New Guinea with 32 tackles. King Vuniyayawa, I'm butchering that pronunciation, had 29 tackles. Alex Johnston ran for 130 metres, whereas Micah Sivo ran for 223 metres. Alex Johnston and Micah Sivo both topped their team's line breaks with 1 each. Apel Capinius had 51 fantasy points. Brendan Wakeham had 61. All right, let's talk 3 players from each side that stood out for me. One player, obviously, Apel Capinius, for one of the front rowers there for Papua New Guinea. 103 metres, 20 post-contact. 44 post-contact metres, my apologies. There was 2 tackle breaks, 9 hit-ups. He had 25 tackles with no misses. So very, very strong game for him. He also scored a try late in that game as well. The other players that stood out for me, Alex Johnston I thought was pretty good. 130 metres. He scored the first try of the game. 1 line break, 2 line break assists. 1 try assist, 3 tackle breaks, and outside that he had 1 tackle, no misses. So pretty good game there for AJ. He also had no errors, I believe. No errors as well. So strong game there for Alex Johnston. Finally, outside of AJ, I'd probably say Reece Martin was pretty good as well. Only had 64 metres gained, but in that 64, 38 were post-contact metres, and he also had 32 tackles with only 2 misses, as well as no errors. So strong game there for Reece Martin. But the players I really want to talk about are Fiji's players. A lot of them played really well. I'll talk about my favourite player, or the player that I thought really stood out for Fiji last. The first player I want to go through is Micah Sivo, 223 metres, scored 2 tries. He had 46 post-contact metres and 6 tackle breaks. Really strong performance there from Micah Sivo. Stood up when his team needed him to. Then Brennan Wakeham, I thought, was outstanding. He had seven goals, with one of them being a penalty goal as well as a field goal, 61 fantasy points, had 38 run meters, so not too much in the run meter column, but his kick meters, 209. He was outstanding. I really thought he was brilliant. Outside of that, their forwards, they were good. They were good, but I thought the standout player for me, and look, you guys might disagree with this, but I really like the game of Kurt Donahue. Now, Kurt, actually, I watched a lot of him this year because I'm a Central Queensland Capras supporter, and he played for the Capras a fair bit this season. So I had a good gauge of what sort of player he is. He can fill in at dummy half, lock, and obviously in the halves as well. He's a very versatile player, so I thought he was fantastic tonight, playing in the 5'8" position. Kurt had 2 tries, 135 metres for a half. That is insane. He had 12 tackles. He did miss 2, but still pretty strong regardless of that. And we also only saw 1 error from him, and we can forgive him because he was fantastic in today's game. So Kurt Donahue is my player of the game. I know some of you guys may disagree, and it could be a little bit of bias because I really do rate Kurt Donahue. But I thought he was fantastic. To round out the video, look, do I think Papua New Guinea fans should worry? Absolutely not. Look, it wasn't great from them. It was very disappointing, the result in this game. I did think they'd play a lot better than what they dished out here. But to Fiji's credit, they were ready, they were willing, and they wanted this game a lot more. So credit to Fiji, very strong performance there. I do expect Papua New Guinea will bounce back next week, and I think it'll be a lot closer than this scoreline was. So guys, let me know your thoughts on today's game. Did you enjoy it? Did you not like it? What are some points you enjoyed? What are some points you didn't? Let me know your player of the game as well. Also guys, hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, my friends, I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys.